And this is A&B Convos Wrestling Edition.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It is A&B Convos Wrestling Edition. We are here. We are live. Crown Jewel Prediction Show. What is going on? Let's see who's up in the chat here. Oh, man. K-Yoon is in the house. What's up, K-Yoon?
What's up?
We got Quincy. Nadia. Hello, Nadia. You can only be with us for about an hour. That's okay. We're not going to take up too much of your time.
Will not be longer than that.
So don't even worry about that. Mysterious. Starling Sky. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Bobby's eyebrows. That's a whole other conversation. Jeff Samuel, Notorious. Yeah, it's good to see everybody up in here. Where?
Up at the top.
Camille 27, Quincy Morley, Jonelle, Trey, Crystal, Shaquan, Wickham, Randy Sam, Arcel World is in the house, Jody Bennett.
What's up, Jody?
What's
up,
going
Arcel?
on, Jody? Bessie TNS, Matthew. We got all kinds of people up
Welcome,
in here.
everyone. Welcome.
Man, so let's talk about
Crown Jewel.
Let's talk about this because we had some conversations.
I'm wondering how many people are even going to be able to watch Crown Jewel tomorrow, being that it comes on in the middle of a Thursday.
If this happened during the pandemic, this would be a whole different thing.
Right.
During the lockdown.
Right,
Lockdown. This would be a whole different situation. I don't know, because Raw was, as people have said, Raw was Raw. But SmackDown is going to take place after Crown Jewel, like immediately afterwards.
Right.
I don't know. What's up, us, Jay? Notorious. Is at 12 p.m. your time? Yeah, it's at 9 a.m. our time. And the kickoff show starts at 8 a.m. 8 a.m.
In the morning.
Okay, we got things that are happening. We're barely waking up, sleep out our eyes. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Thank you, Matthew. Matthew loves our reactions.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate that. We appreciate all the love, honestly, that you guys always show us by watching and liking, sharing, commenting. It really means the world to us because we try really hard. And YouTube has been changing their algorithms. For whatever reason, it's been really difficult for content creators like us to get our reactions to you guys without YouTube pulling it. I mean, even our last video that we uploaded, our Street Profits one, that actually got flagged. It got out there, but it got partially blocked. So it's been really tough, and it's been a little frustrating for us.
Yeah, I mean, we may at some point have to switch from just doing reactions to doing reviews. We haven't figured that out yet. We know people really want to see the reactions. That may have to be reserved for when we go live and do watch-alongs. We're not really sure yet, but as YouTube continues to crack down on copyrighted content, we kind of have to adapt.
It's been tough, which is why we have that filter, that lovely filter that we have on our videos. We don't want to use it, but and it hasn't worked all the time, but it's been the best way that we can get content out to you guys. Emily from the UK. What's going on, Emily? How are you? 2 a.m.
Oh,
it's going to be 2 a.m. in the morning for you. Wow. David Tate Jr.
What's up, David?
All right, so let's get into this.
Okay.
Let's talk about this. So just added, let's start from the top. Kickoff show. We have the Usos going against the reformed Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. You hear me, Shelton? You hear me? Good old Shelton. Who do you got?
I'm going to say the Usos.
Oh.
What do you
Just like
think?
that.
I'm not going to choose the Usos?
No, we're talking about the Hurt Business here. We're talking about the Hurt Business.
The Hurt Business gets along for 20 minutes at a time. And
But let me say this much.
do not think the Usos are about to lose their titles yet.
We saw Bobby Lashley step to the big dog, right? And then you had Shelton, Cedric come out. I mean, it was a whole big thing. Obviously, Bobby Lashley will be present. My question is this. Will he make his presence known during the kickoff? It would not be, it's not like him to do that, but I'm just wondering. It's a big pay-per-view. Would Bobby Lashley make his presence known and interfere in that match, causing the Usos to lose? Sound off, people.
I don't know.
All right, we got Usos.
I think
Oh, is that Jack Anoff's mic? Thank you very much. We've got to do a new segment for you, and we definitely will be Jack Anoff. Jack Anoff.
You know, I don't know. I think that's the only way the Usos would lose is if there was some kind of outside interference, but I don't see that happening.
This is actually really cool. Kicking in with Leo. He says, we're going to do an exception here. You all are a huge inspiration because of you. You decided to do your own YouTube channel. That is
that's cool,
really
man.
Awesome. You are in for a fun ride. DM us and let us know what that is because we want to support that YouTube channel for sure. Now, we got a lot of Usos. Emily Usos, Brother Nero. What's up, Brother Nero?
What's up, Brother Nero?
David Tate, Notorious.
Usos.
Wow.
Does anybody not have the Usos is the question.
Wow. All the way down the line. Trey, you got the Hurt. Oh, hang on. Trey, Lucado, you got the Hurt Business because they did pick up a victory. Yep. Okay. We got you. Oh, hang on now. Somebody did a right here. Kayun. All right. Your predictions. Ali, Zelina, RK Bro, the Usos, Edge, Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Okay, Kim, that's okay. Those are some predictions.
Yeah.
We're going to get to those. Those are predictions. Let me lay it on you.
And who do you have?
Unless there is interference, like the video, everybody, show this person some love right up in here. Just Alex, Alex's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Okay?
Yep.
Alex is the man. Go to his channel, subscribe, like, all of that. Thank you, Alex, for stopping in, brother.
Thank you, Alex.
All right, so I'm going to say this. Unless there's interference, I'm going to Usos. I'm going with the Usos. I would not mind seeing an upset because that would be a nice way to kick off Crown Jewel, but I don't see it happening.
Hush your mouth.
I'm just talking about the Usos.
Hush your mouth.
All right. So that's the kickoff. Now let's start at the top, at the head of the table, again, with the big dog, Roman Tribal Chief Reigns, going against the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Who do you got?
The suplexorcist, Mr. Roman Reigns. Why would you even ask me such a question?
I have to. It's part of the format. I gotta.
I'll take Roman Reigns for 500.
All right. I'm going with Brock Lesnar. Not. Look, here's what's guaranteed to happen. Roman Reigns is going to Suplex City. There's no question about that.
Yeah,
We've already seen it.
Right.
Will he come back and come out unscathed from Suplex City is the question. My question is, more so than that, Paul Heyman, Paulie, we don't know. We honestly don't know. The man cannot be trusted.
Right.
He's not one generally to interfere in a match nowadays. Will there be some shenanigans? Or has Brock just been blowing gas and gaslighting Roman, trying to get into his head, making him think something that's not really there.
Well, I mean, he's gotten into his head for sure.
I mean,
If they break up Paul from Roman, I'm going to be so upset. It works so well. I hate when stuff is working well and then they just break stuff up just to do it. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're going to have to break it up at some point, but it is not time. It is not time.
All right. I think it's going to be a heck of a match. All the way down the line, it looks like Roman flat out. I don't see what Matt Evans Paul's going to turn down. We're going to go back to Brock. Nadia, interesting point. Interesting point.
She said what?
I think it's going to be a heck of a match. What's up, Starling Sky? Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, 50-50 chance Paul Heyman is fake. I'm going to go Roman Reigns. I think what's going to happen also is, I've said this a couple of different times, that actually hasn't happened. I wouldn't mind seeing the Usos come out. I wouldn't mind. I want to see a straight fight, but at the same time, I don't know if I want to see just a straight fight without. I don't know.
The Usos have come out. It hasn't really helped.
It's tough
when it comes to
it's
Brock.
It's tough. I'm just gonna say Roman, call it a day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Roman, call it a day. Just Alex doesn't bother me what maybe getting Rock versus Reigns this year, and so they might extend Lesnar versus. Ooh. All right. Just Alex here. It doesn't bother me that we may not get Rock versus Reigns. But they might go ahead and stretch that out. Lesnar might get the win.
Oh, so that they can stretch it out to this year's WrestleMania? Because I know we were talking about Roman and Rock at the next WrestleMania in Hollywood.
Interesting. All right, Kayun. I think Roman is going to win because Roman has his odds stacked against him a long time ago trying to capture that title from Brock. So he has to win. I mean, I know there's been talk about The Rock versus Roman Reigns, right? A man is at the head of the table, but he's still in the shadow of The Rock. Let's just be real. Let's keep it real. I don't know if I'm necessarily
in the outside world.
I don't know if I'm necessarily looking forward to that match because there's a part of me that feels like unless they're going to give us a repeat of that match, it's almost guaranteed that The Rock is going to lose, just so he can pass the torch. So I don't know if I'm invested in that. I actually would like to see like he did with John Cena. You win one, then he wins one. That kind of thing. I think that would be kind of cool. Stretch that out. But
like maybe a 2 out of 3 falls match or something like that.
Maybe. All right. So we got the WWE Championship. Big E, Drew McIntyre. I should have brought my Claymore. Dang it, I didn't get my Claymore. All right, that's cool. Next one, I'll get my Claymore. Drew McIntyre, Big E, WWE Championship. Sound off in the comments. Who do you got? B. She's thinking about this. Okay. Let me see who's got who up in here. Big E.
So here's the thing.
Big E.
They might give Drew a shot again because he didn't win the title in front of a crowd, right? He won it during COVID times.
True.
So like he was saying, like he didn't actually have that moment. He didn't have that championship in the ring in the middle of the universe moment. And he was a good champ. He was a fighting champ. I mean, he could go the distance. Big E can go the distance.
Are you saying?
I am not sure. I am not sure who I have on this. I'm not sure. They're both some strong dudes. You know what I mean?
What's up, Wesley? Does that flip a coin? Heads or tails?
It's I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I really don't.
All right, then let me lay it on. Let me lay it on. Let me lay it like this.
Would you like the microphone?
Here's what I think is going to go down. My prediction for Big E, Drew McIntyre, folks, this is going to be one hell of a slobber knocker. All right, it's going to be a barn burner of a match, but at the end,
A barn
Drew
burner?
McIntyre doesn't have what it takes to defeat Big E. What's going to end up happening is that the frustration will be so much for Drew McIntyre with another loss, heel turn. We're going to get the Scottish psychopath. He's going to go ham on Big E after the match. I think Big E's going to extend the olive branch, extend the hand,
And he's going to
and it's going to be on like a pot of neck bone, as Booker T likes to say. That is not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Okay.
How do you like it?
Sounds good. I really don't know.
All right, so that is what we are looking at there. Questions?
They don't like it. They're booing you. I don't know.
Y'all can do all you want. This is how it's going to go down. Shayla's in the house. What's up, Shayla? All right, you missed it, Shayla, because your girl over here talking wild mess about Roman and saying that Brock is going to suplex and... Okay, I can't even...
You think anybody would believe that for 1 minute? For 1 minute.
Can't even lie about that. Danny has a question. Big E retains and Undertaker's music hits. Congrats, Big E. Undertaker take the hat off. I mean, I tell you what, Danny, I would love to see the Undertaker do something like that. My man has a lifetime contract. I don't see it happening.
He made such a big deal about retiring. You know what I mean? And he is so broken. He is so brittle.
That is really...
I guess I don't look forward to
Big E retains. Just Alex says Big E retains. So everybody got Big E.
I don't look forward to people our legends coming back in the ring when they're older and broken, and you have to be really careful with them because you're going to hurt them. That just ruins it for me. It just ruins it for me.
All right, so let's move on to the next
Let him
match.
rest in peace.
SmackDown Women's Championship triple threat match. Becky Lynch, your champion. Sasha Banks, the boss. EST, Bianca Belair. Everybody want a piece of that title. How's it going to go down?
Why did I hear, Alex, did you not just say on Twitter a few minutes ago that Charlotte might be added to that match? Because I don't know if that was, if you actually know that for sure or if that was speculation. See if Alex replies.
All right. In the meantime.
In the meantime.
We got Sasha wins. Shayla got Sasha winning.
Shayla's got Sasha. So I am torn between Sasha and Bianca. But
I'm not seeing any Bianca so far.
Really?
I got Sasha, Becky, Melba. 11 o'clock for you Eastern time. David Tate, Becky, Sasha. Wow. Nobody's pulling for Bianca on this, huh?
You know what? Then I'll pull for Bianca by my solo. I'm okay with that. When she picked them both up together, her strength, her skill, and lately the way she's been picking it up and stepping to everybody, you know, I mean, I'm gonna go with Bianca. I'm gonna go with Bianca just because no one else has her back, and I want to root for the underdog.
Now this is interesting. Curtis says Sasha wins, then Trish Stratus music hits because she called her out on the bump. I wouldn't. I'm a big fan of Trish Stratus. She paid it forward on her last match. I don't think she has anything left to prove at this point, so probably not. But it would be interesting to see that. They're just gonna do Bianca dirty, probably. Here's my prediction. Whoa! And still, your SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. I say this only because they made such a big deal
about her returning.
I just
She
don't
better
see
earn
her
that
losing
crap.
this title right now.
She better earn that crap because she didn't earn it the first time.
I mean, I
She
think it's going to be a
better
good match.
really earn
It just feels a little too soon for her to drop the title. Sasha should get it. Bianca deserves it, but I gotta go. I gotta go with Becky. Homeboy.
Interesting.
I gotta do it. All right. I don't see anybody.
That's why I said I'll be the
Anybody but
only one.
What's up, Tariq?
Rooting for Bianca by myself.
Good to see you, brother. Come on in here, Wesley.
Y'all just gonna leave me by myself to root for her?
I mean, Shayla says, "Hey, I don't want to see the trade of belts either. I really don't." But like you said, there might be a
it's happened. I mean,
it might just go down like that. All right, no holds barred match. My question to you: is anybody invested in this no holds barred match between Goldberg, and Lashley? Is anybody invested in this match?
I don't believe they are, because we were there. We were at SummerSlam, and when we tell you that Goldberg got booed across the board, he got booed, and
He did.
Bobby's the heel.
He did.
Even when Bobby attacked his son, nobody cared. People were cheering.
I mean, you make a good point.
Nobody
Blood
cares.
Ninja. This is the gentleman that met
Oh,
Vegas.
yes, we met Blood Ninja at SummerSlam.
What's up, Blood Ninja?
What's up, Blood
gamer?
Ninja? Yes.
Yeah, see, nobody seems, I don't know. This seems a little divided, though. I'm seeing some Goldberg. I'm seeing some Lashley.
Here's the thing.
I'm not interested in Goldberg. I feel you.
Did they bring Goldberg back for
Hold
him
up,
to
Keith.
get embarrassed and for his son to get demolished, just for him not to get some kind of revenge? I feel like they're going to let Goldberg get his revenge, but it will have to be because it's no holds barred, because he can cheap shot him with some kind of weapon. That's the only way Goldberg could win this, is with a weapon. That's the only way. He can't win him head up one-on-one, but I don't know if they're going to just let him get beat as bad as quickly as he did. Get his son got beat down as bad as he did,
Okay.
and now him just walk away with his tail between his legs.
What's going on, Roland?
I think that Goldberg is going to win because the writers are going to let him win.
So final answer.
Is that I think Goldberg is going to win. I don't want Goldberg to win, but I think he's going to win.
I'm going to agree with you on this one. Okay, we here right now. Goldberg will take the W on this because of what happened last time. Goldberg needs his momentum. I mean, I know nobody is really that much, invested in this match, but I feel like there's a part of me that feels like they brought back the Hurt Business because they're kind of dialing back on Bobby Lashley. Like, essentially, he's not going to get the WWE title back right now. You really don't have much else going on. You made this whole big deal about my son.
Mm-hmm.
You got to avenge your son.
Yeah.
If he loses, I mean, he's just going to be a broken down man. I will say this much. It's a no holds barred match. So obviously anything can happen. If this goes the distance, I think it's less and less chance of Goldberg winning. He's not a long distance runner. He's like Mike Tyson back in the day.
He got beat real fast at SummerSlam, and I actually think that it will be one of those situations where it looks like Goldberg is going to lose, but he'll pull out the victory.
Thank you, K-Yoon, for this, brother.
Thank you,
Goldberg,
K-Yoon.
but not a squash match. All right, so you got Goldberg. Jody, you got Lashley. Connor, we cannot thank you enough. We really appreciate you
Thanks,
riding
Connor.
with us. Nadia is going to win. Goldberg is going to win. Okay. Yeah, there's no MVP. I wonder if he's going to show up, though. I know he's nursing an injury right now, but you never know.
Well,
He could hobble himself on
the Hurt
there.
Business will be there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. You never know MVP might show up.
Yeah.
It's possible. Shayla, Bobby's already buried. But I say let Goldberg win. Okay. I like it. This is split.
That's saying a lot because she does not like Goldberg.
Yeah, this is split. Blood Ninja, you got the Almighty. All right. This is interesting. All right, now let's get to the Hell in a Cell match.
Arcel asked if we think someone will return that crown jewel. Who is there to return? I don't even know. There's a lot of people missing. I would love for Asuka to return, but I don't know if she's better. I don't think she's better yet.
No, I don't see that.
Yeah, and I don't really know the extent of everyone who's out, who's injured. So I don't,
I don't see it happening. If anything, she'll be back.
Especially in Saudi Arabia on a Thursday, no one's going to return.
Yeah, I don't think so. It would be nice, but I don't think so. Edge versus Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. They both cut some promos. Seth broke into Edge's house, had some tea, made a sandwich. Dropped a deuce. Didn't flush. So my question is Edge going to get vengeance for him breaking into the house, bringing COVID to the house?
Edge,
or what?
Edge is a legend. He'll get his vengeance.
All right. So you're saying flat out it's going to be Edge?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Although, I have gone on record as saying before that I don't think that Edge of today can beat Seth of today just straight up. I actually think Seth will probably usually take it. But in this war where we are right now with the, scorecard, I'm going to say Edge will take this one.
Hey, man, we talked about this. I'm telling you, this is a fresh Edge. They're on par. He had time off.
You are never going to be the same after you break your neck.
He had time off. He is healed. He is good.
He is that much older than he was when he left.
Chronologically, yes. Ring-wise, no. That's what I'm saying. Seth has got more miles on his body ring-wise than Edge does right now.
Let me tell you how many miles you have on your body. You stop arguing with me. No,
fair enough. Fair enough. Y'all see this? This is what okay. Bayley ain't returning anytime soon. Yeah, she is out for the count for a while. But she does tweet.
And she was getting so intense. Like, she would have been right in the mix of all of this,
But is anything going on? Like, Emily's got Seth freaking Rollins. It's a Hell in a Cell match. So, all right, let me say this much. Here's what I don't want.
Eric said that, Phoenix.
I'll say this real quick.
Touche.
You have a no-holds-barred match. You got a triple threat match. You got a Hell in a Cell match. These are matches that have potential to be really, really intense. I do not want to see a regular match. I don't want to see just one kendo, a couple of chair shots. Like, I really want them to be invested in the idea that you cannot be disqualified. So let's get some blood, some sweat, some tears, maybe a Mick Foley tooth get knocked out. I don't know.
Can you imagine if Beth and Becky both got involved?
She had her scalp and bleeding, finish the match. Yeah. This is what I want to see. That's all I want to see. These are no hold barred, no disqualification.
That's all I want to see. Matches. She was scalped, you guys, but that's all he wants to see. A little scalping.
I don't want to see dancing with the wrestlers. I want to see legit, hard-hitting, but that's neither here nor there. So hopefully we get that, because the last hard-hitting pay-per-view that we had, we didn't have none of that. None of it. Extreme Rules wasn't extreme. It was crap. Okay? So that's all I got to say about that.
So everybody's got Seth, huh?
That's kind of interesting. I miss Lacey. Yeah, she just gave birth in a inflatable pool in her bedroom. That was interesting. She's a G. That's a Marine. Hoorah.
She gave birth in an inflatable pool in her bedroom.
She just gave birth. It was an inflatable pool. Did anybody see that? Her post on Instagram? She gave birth in an inflatable pool.
Was it in a trailer park?
No.
She come from a trailer park.
No. What? Nothing against anybody in a trailer park.
No, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it in that way.
Wow.
I just was asking.
Trailer park lives matter.
Who
all right.
gives? Okay.
let's get to the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. RK Bro, AJ Styles, and Omos. We saw what happened on Raw. They made their presence known. Will they come away with the belts tomorrow?
AJ and Omos, yes. AJ and Omos are going to come away with the belts. RK Bro is about to break up. Okay, Randy has left him on more than one occasion to fend for himself. And really, I think what we would like to see is we would like to see Bro turn on Randy before Randy turns on Bro. Because it's so predictable that Randy will turn on him. But I think that as soon as they lose these belts, that'll be the end of them.
Yes, Roland, we did see Tech Nine's face off with The Rock. We considered doing a reaction to that, but we actually just wanted to enjoy it and just, as The Rock says, be in the manner of the video. So we did enjoy that.
Yeah, that was great.
Seth will win by Edge. So basically we got Seth, David Tate Jr.'s got Edge, Josh has got Edge, just Alex, RK Bro. Interesting. RK Bro. Yeah. All right. RK Bro.
Unless
Trey's got AJ and Omos.
Unless they were about to break up AJ and Omos and let Omos go single. But when Omos goes single competition, what are they going to do? Because once he wins, no one would ever take it from him.
I'm going with my girl Shayla and pretty much almost everybody up in here.
And you're saying RK.
What's up, Jonathan Carr? I'm going RK Bro.
Okay.
I'm going RK Bro. I think it'll be a good match. I think Omos is going to go nuts. I think what will probably happen is because they lose, I think AJ Styles will be frustrated, kind of push Omos, and Omos is not going to have that. He's basically going to just...
You think AJ will push Omos?
I think out of his frustration, yes, I do.
But if they separate him, that means Omos is going to go single competition, which means he is going to go to the top, take the title, and keep it until he wants to give it up. He is a giant. A huge giant.
Just Alex is over here feeling like you said, like maybe Riddle will turn heel. I don't, maybe. I want to see RK Bro stick together. It's a ridiculous matchup, but it has worked.
Well, this feud has to end. It's gone on for way too long.
That's what I'm saying. I think this is what's going to happen.
This feud has to end. But there's no reason to have AJ and Omos together anymore if they're not going to be champions. Like, him just shadowing AJ. Why is he shadowing AJ? Like, I don't understand. Like, so I wouldn't mind them breaking that up. But
okay. Right.
I just think whoever loses tomorrow is going to break up. Whatever tag team loses is no longer going to be a tag team.
That is a possibility. I think that's going to go down. Let's get to the King of the Ring. Now,
King of the Ring.
For me, personally, based off King of the Rings of old, who has been involved in this King of the Ring tournament has been mid-Carter lackluster to me. I have not been very invested in King of the Ring, but we are at the end. Right now we have the Demon King himself, Finn Balor, going against Xavier Woods for that crown. Who do you got?
Xavier Woods.
Baby!
All day. He is so underrated. He is so damn good in the ring, and I want to see a crown on his head.
All right. We got some Xavier, mostly Xavier. See a couple of Finn. Interesting. Kind of split. Yeah, I'm going Xavier. Oh, hang on. Just Alex, Finn Balor wins, turns heel. Like it.
Interesting.
Like it.
Boring.
I don't like that idea.
The microphone did
the crowd
not like that
idea.
idea.
Evil King Balor. Xavier Woods. Woods is turning heel.
That would be interesting.
No, I don't want Woods to turn heel.
No.
I mean, no, wait, no.
No, I don't want, no.
Oh, that would make me so sad.
I like him as he is.
Oh, man. It's a tough call. This is also
and nobody, and the New Day, they're probably not going to give them the tag team belts anytime soon because it became a joke how many times they had the belts and how long they did during COVID and all that. But if New Day, if one of them has a crown, you know what I'm saying? It goes with they know how to celebrate. They know how to make a big deal about being king of the ring. I just think it will be so fun.
It's not a one shogun. It's not a contest. Finn Balor, Brother Nero, Xavier wins. Baylor turns heel. So we got some heel turns going on here. Interesting. All right, I'm going Xavier on this. I wouldn't mind seeing Finn turn heel. He's already a demon, so demons are usually bad. So,
not to offend any demons out there.
Yeah, no, exactly. Jody, you're going for King Woods. All right, yeah, now we're going to talk about the Queen's Crown. This has been more interesting to me than the King of the Ring.
Even though each match lasts roughly 90 seconds.
Yeah, that's really, don't even get us going on that. We are at the end of this.
Women's Revolution, my booty.
Dewdrop, Zelina Vega. Two people, one of them I thought was going to be here, the other one not so much. Who do you got?
You know, I don't think that they're
Who's getting that crown?
I don't think they're going to give Zelina the crown. And nor do I believe Zelina could beat Dewdrop. Shayna couldn't beat Dewdrop.
Longest match went 2 minutes 45 seconds. Really good to see that.
Ridiculous.
Crap.
Ridiculous.
We're, you know what? Let's take a quick moment. Quick moment.
I think you need this.
Let's take a quick moment here to talk about the women's so-called revolution. All right. And just real quick, I want to pivot away. Evolution, whatever it is. Essentially, it started with that 2-minute match with the Bella Twins. Now, there's no secret that the women obviously have not been on par with the men in WWE or professional wrestling in general. And it seemed like that was really going to change. You have somebody like Stephanie McMahon who is in a position of power to make these changes. So it seemed like it was going to happen. You have these championship belts that are on par with one another. You finally got a women's tag team title in WWE, both on NXT and on the main roster. One set. Don't get me started on that. But honestly, I think it's ridiculous at this point that we are still talking about no one is invested in the women as much as they should be. And I don't feel like WWE has really put their full effort into it. I felt like it happened for a minute. They had their own pay-per-view, but then it just kind of trickled off.
That pay-per-view sucked.
You know, why is it that you have to go to NXT before 2.0 to see really good females get into it? It's really frustrating for us that we are at a point now where we have to bring back, like saying Eva Marie and a Dewdrop just for like some kind of weird fluff stuff.
Right. Especially because you do have your major competition who their women matches do not go for 90 seconds. They don't just go for 2 minutes. They give them the same amount of time. They hit a lot harder than most of the women on the main roster.
Natalia
with WWE. And they also headline. They will have women matches headline their shows too. Whereas, I mean, how many times has the women's match actually been a main event? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but at the same time, I don't understand. They have women who, Sasha, Bianca, Becky now, since she's returned, she has stepped it up in the ring. Charlotte, Rhea Ripley, you have these hard-hitting women who take hits, who give hits, who there's times where you're like, dang, is this real? Did that just get real? We're not even sure. You know what I mean? Nia started stepping it up right before she went out. Shayna's starting to pick it up because she sure was just running, I don't know what she was doing for a while. And yet, but then the rest of the roster, Carmella to me has potential to get there. You know what I'm saying? She connects. She doesn't pull her punches too much, but the crowd, she's just not over on the same level, but she's still better than so many, which I'm not going to sit here and name names because people get so offended, but there are so many women who are really like I don't want to get hurt. Don't hit me in the face. You need to be careful. That was too much. And they're sitting here running these practice, like you said, dancing with the wrestlers in the ring. And none of us think that it's real for a second. It's like a cartoon that you would see on a commercial break in a movie. Like it's nothing that we're invested in. And so it's like a problem with them respecting the women, but there's a problem with having the same amount of women talent all the way across the board too, because their locker room is from people who could barely wrestle to people who can completely get down.
Well, yeah, I mean, and right now we don't really, speaking of women's tag teams, it's not like we even have dedicated women's tag teams in the WWE. I mean, if you really look at the main rosters, except for you just throw singles competitors together and say, now you're a team. So we're invested. We want to see more. I'm glad that they finally got a Queen's Crown tournament. I just hope that they don't drop the ball on this.
Yeah.
And they really utilize this. I think for my money, thank you, Eddie. Yay to Eddie. We appreciate you. I think the person that would showcase the title better and has much better mic skills, ultimately, I think is going to be Zelina. And I say this only to say Piper Niven is a good wrestler. The way that she was brought in with Eva Marie, it didn't really jive very well.
And she hasn't sold any of her gimmicks to me. Anytime she's been, whether it's with Eva Marie, whether it's with Bliss, whether she was coming to someone's defense, I didn't buy it. I feel like she should do some acting classes or some promo classes, because I don't think she could carry the, like you said, with the attitude, the conversation, there's a whole, Zelina would be perfect to wear that crown. But I don't know how Zelina would win her.
Well, here's something else. Just Alex says, how's Liv Morgan not in the finals?
Exactly.
I mean, what is going on with Liv Morgan? You had this, just like you did with Carmella. You did this whole rebrand, brought her back out, got rid of her partner. Okay, now's the time. People are behind Liv. Push this woman.
Yeah.
And yet, it did not happen. So now what? You know, Asuka's injured. You can't keep having the same matches over and over again. So I think there's potential. It would be a heck of a thing. I think if Doudrop won, this would be the ultimate troll on us. Not to say that she's not good, but I think long term,
she doesn't have
Zelina
the
would be the
character
better
and the
choice.
Personality to pull off Queen of
So
the
I'm
Ring.
going Zelina on this.
I just don't know how she's going to win Doudrop. How the heck is she supposed to be Doudrop?
She is a New Yorker, okay? Us New Yorkers know how to get the job done.
So is she allowed to grab a baseball bat or a
You're going to
kendo
break
stick
some
or something?
thumbs. You're going to break some thumbs. You're going to swim with the fishes. You don't want no part of this.
Unless Eva Marie comes and interferes, because we haven't seen her, and causes Doudrop to lose.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
I just don't feel like she could beat her head up like just one-on-one like that.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
But I do see Zelina with the crown. Like, I see her being the one
Right?
to pull it off.
Right?
I still don't know that they're going to give her a crown when they did her so dirty and her husband so dirty. I don't know.
So let's talk about the last match. So far, unless something else changes, the last match, and some people I've heard, they're not sure if they're too invested in this match, but Mansoor and Mustafa Ali. I think it's cool, like, because Mustafa Ali had tweeted, you know, you've got these Muslims here representing. I think that's awesome. Don't know how to feel about this. These are both two talented superstars, but it's not like their time and what's been happening between them. It's just been a little awkward.
It's
so
awkward.
I don't know if anybody, are you guys looking forward to this match? Are you expecting anything
It's a
from this
sideshow.
match? Who do you think is going to win?
It's a sideshow. It's like, oh, who? Oh, yeah, them. Oh, okay. Like, who cares? I don't know.
So who do you got?
Ali,
Okay.
and I hope he goes back to the glowing face mask because I miss it.
I really want to buy one, to tell the truth. Vince just doesn't care about the women's division. Kayun, dude, flat out, straight up. They should, but that's what I'm saying. Stephanie McMahon needs to step up, talk to her dad, be like, look, here's how it's going to go down with these ladies. Just doesn't happen. And I know people have said about the tag team championships to get rid of them, or it's okay to have the tag team champions when Nia was champ defended on all 3 brands. That's ridiculous. If you are truly on par, and Stephanie herself said this, you're no longer divas, you're superstars, just like the men. So if this is true, then there should be a separate set of women's tag team championships on each brand, just like the men. Mm-hmm. There shouldn't be one defended between them. Doesn't make any sense. I don't like it. It needs to stop. As people say, get rid of them. I don't think you need to get rid of them. I think you need to invest in this division, but whatever. All right, so for my money, I'm going with Mansoor on this one.
Okay.
I'm going with Mansoor. I think he needs this win more than Mustafa does.
He does need the win for sure.
He needs this win. Mustafa can take the hit. He can take the L, and I think that's how it's going to go down. So it's going to be early tomorrow, y'all. For us, like I said, the kickoff show is at 8 o'clock in the morning.
We won't be giving you the kickoff show.
We will not be giving you the kickoff show. We will be live for the main show at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'm okay with Mansoor winning too. I mean, I kind of feel bad for Ali because they really tried to give him that push with this whole
Retribution,
and it failed so horribly.
And why is it that these 2 guys, Mace and T-Bar, are still going by their Retribution names? Why haven't they gone back to their regular names? I don't understand this. Mia Yim is Mia Yim.
Is Mia Yim in the business? Is she somewhere? Mia. Anybody seen Mia?
And let's talk about Mia's dude for a second.
Yeah, and where the hell is Keith Lee?
Let's talk about Mia's dude for a second. You bring my man, the 2-belt, Keith 2-belt Lee from NXT over to the main roster, and you just drop the ball.
Totally.
Now I know he had COVID and it was injured. Like there was some stuff.
Yes, no, for sure. There were some things that happened that for sure got in the way. But then he came back.
Come on, man.
And then you had him on dark shows as you changed his name.
Which we understand where it came from. So for those who came for us in the comments, which we said in the video itself, we know where it comes from. Total respect for that name. Not the point. Point is, we liked him the way that he was. Doesn't matter if he chose to name himself. Doesn't matter. We liked you who you were. You didn't need Bearcat in NXT. Why do you need Bearcat on Raw?
And there was no reason for him to go heel. He went out on injury and then he was out because he was sick. There was no need to change him. He wasn't broken. That was our point.
And
now where is he? Exactly.
Even if you don't want him to win.
You don't have him in line for any belt, and he's not in line for the King of the Ring tournament.
He's not stepping nobody big. He's beating up to Akira Tozawa. This is what you got him doing, and then poof, he's gone again. Like, what has it been? 3 weeks now? I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. Last time I saw me, it was an up, down, down, and we loved it. She's a gamer. She's a gamer, but she's also a wrestler. And that's what we're saying so many times.
And I loved her on NXT, people. Man.
They were every week. You were guaranteed to see them. Every week you were guaranteed to see a banger. Mm. Now you got nothing.
It's like you tell them we're bringing you up to the main roster like it's a promotion, and then you drown them, you bury them.
For some, it has been Bailey, Sasha,
right? But not for
Charlotte.
Her.
Yeah, for sure. It happened. Then you bring it back down. You have more success. Like Toxic Attraction. You know, Mandy Rose right now has got great success on NXT.
Right.
She's about to go for the title.
Right.
I mean, you had to come from the main roster back down to, all right, Mia Yim is on Raw. Don't worry, they better push her. Yeah, Kayun, hey, true words were never spoken, brother, but it ain't happening. All right, so that's our predictions, ladies and gentlemen.
That's our predictions.
Who is right and who is wrong?
And who is going to be joining us tomorrow?
It's bright and early for us. I know it's later for you. I know, Emily, you guys are at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, boy, that is a lot to ask. But I think it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with these matches. It's going to be very telling. the following week, Raw has their season premiere. So now's the time, man. This is a lot is riding on these matches, whether you're invested in them or not, because it's going to change the landscape, I think, of these individual brands. So hopefully we will see what happens. We appreciate you guys for joining us. We had a lot of people in here this time. We had Just Alex, Blood Ninja, Jody, Nadia, Shayla, Kayun. Oh man, Brother Nero, kicking it with Leo, Rolling Bird. Appreciate this. Really, we really enjoy doing this. And honestly, like you said, we may be going live a little more often, depending on how YouTube will keep messing with our stuff. We want to get stuff out to you quickly, but YouTube be tripping, y'all.
YouTube be tripping, y'all. I'm gonna get a shirt that says YouTube be tripping, y'all.
I get up at 6 a.m. All right, Shayla. Well, come on in. I know you're only here for him. I know this, but it'll be a good pay-per-view. So stick around. Stick around. We appreciate you, Kayun. Thank you guys so very, very much for always coming back and joining us. And it's been fun.
And the live will be up, so if you guys miss it because of school or work or anything like that, when you get home, you can watch it back.
Yeah, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is it for us. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we appreciate you. We thank you. And remember, this is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. The Suplexorcist will conquer the beast.
Oh, that's not it. There you go.
Or maybe
Yay.
not. Or maybe not.
No, now they're clapping. They're clapping.
All right, y'all. Until next time, we will see you all tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Good night.